Hi, and welcome to this fantastic webinar on how to establish a winning morning routine in just 5 minutes a day. My name is Theo. I'm a life coach, I'm a pastor, I'm also a habit specialist, and I'm the author of my latest book called The 5 Minute Revolution. I'm so excited to be with you, and I'm so glad you've taken the time out to engage with me today as we face this daunting challenge of navigating ourselves through 2024. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee, grab a drink, be relaxed, have your pen and notebook, or if you're having your pad with you or computer or whatever device you have to take notes, because this is going to be life-changing. It changed my life. And I hope you're ready for this powerful, powerful time as we will run through this beautiful presentation, giving you tools to really win at life. So today, I just want to quickly, as an intro, I would just like to share just a snippet of what transpired in my life. My life changed when my mornings changed. And that is so significant because for a long time, I've been in the industry of, church, in the industry of motivation and doing many talks and presentations. I've been overseas several times, with different organizations doing motivational and inspirational talks. But the one thing I lacked for myself personally and also with others was giving them tools so that they are empowered now to go back home and go and develop and go and grow and go and implement certain strategies where they are fully in control. So that allowed me to move from being a victim to being a creator of my life. And that's significant because many of us and majority of people, the average person outside in society, they all have a victim mentality. And what's a victim mentality? A victim mentality is when you are pointing the fingers at your parents, at your friends, at your boss, at society for the mess and the challenges that you are facing in your own life. And we are shifting our mentality where we are saying, no longer are we going to blame people for what's happening in our lives. And maybe you have some credibility, or you have maybe a story that you can say, but Theo, I am able to blame people for where I'm at in my life. And maybe I can acknowledge that right now, but you don't have to stay there. And that is where I'm at. And that is why I came today. It was really to encourage you to move from victimhood to being a creator of your life. I could have, and therefore, I could now have a holistic approach to my life every morning where every area just needed 5 minutes priority in the mornings. And that is what I'm here to discuss with you today as we just going to navigate through this presentation so that you can really understand how you are able to implement this and install it in your life. But first, we understand that out there, and many of you understand what a morning routine is. Many of you are probably currently doing a morning routine. I remember back in the day, my only morning routine was waking up and being taught as a young child, the first thing you do is pray, pray for the day. And that was so powerful. And I can give testimony to how prayer has changed my life. But I came to realize that prayer is a powerful tool, but it only impacts a certain part of your life, and that's really from a spiritual context. For years I've been praying, but I was still obese. Nothing changed in my physical life. I had to literally physically implement a routine to start shifting my body and shifting the shape of my body. And that really sparked something in my mind to realize that if my body needs a routine and needs a certain a strategy to be able to be transformed, then every other area needs a routine, needs a strategy for it to be transformed. And therefore, many of you are maybe having routines in your morning where maybe one of it is you meditate. Maybe another morning routine is where you are kind of, having your cup of coffee and being uh, informed with the daily news and what's happening around the world. Each one of you has already an established morning routine. What I'm here to do is I'm here just to offer you an alternative where you are able to now take the ownership of your life, take the responsibility of your life, and now map out a plan where every single morning you are able to create the life that you want to live within that day. All right. So, just quickly, for those of you that don't have currently a morning routine and say, Theo, but what's a morning routine? I know having a cup of coffee and reading, my Facebook feeds cannot uh, be a morning routine. There should be something better. Well, um, a morning routine, it's been confirmed that how you start your day really maps out and sets the tone of how your day will go and how it will ultimately end. So if we look at why a morning routine, it's your time to spend with you. You only get one opportunity during the day when there's silence, where there's a time where you can really be focusing on yourself and not having minimal interruptions. And that's first thing in the morning. Now, I've been on this journey of Robin Sharma called the 5 a.m. Club, and I tried it several times and failed dismally because I could not just wake up at 5 a.m. every morning for at least 3 months, because that's kind of the guideline based on the University College of London, where they've done research to find out how long does it take for you to install a routine or a habit. And it takes about 66 days minimum, they said. So I failed dismally and I said, wait a minute, why am I failing? And I realized I'm failing. It's because there's deep-rooted programs in my life that's not allowing me to install this habit, because it's years and years of conditioning, years and years maybe of laziness, of waking up late. And now I'm trying to fight it with all my willpower and with all my discipline. And I realize not even willpower, not even discipline, not even prayer, may I say, will get you to fight those deep rooted programs. So, what will help? Well, that's why I'm here today. I'm here to offer you a solution that removes all excuses. And implementing a morning routine, as I said, it's time for you to spend with yourself. It's time for you to take time out. This is one opportunity, as I said, during the day where you can spend quality time with you, reviewing your values and reviewing your life. And then, secondly, why a morning routine? Because you are able to get ahead of the crowd. Whilst everyone is rushing and responding to life, you can plan and prioritize for the day and be one step ahead of everyone else. Won't that be fantastic? Well, everybody is kind of rushing and everybody is in a stressful mood. You've done your morning routine already, and now you're able to step out into the world taking care of yourself, but now you're able to take care of your loved ones, be it going to a job or to your business to be a provider for your family, be it going to society and helping others. But you cannot help others if you have not taken time out to help yourself. So a morning routine that is structured around you taking time out and you building yourself and foolproofing yourself against the attacks of society when you step out your home, be it social media, be it a taxi driver that irritates you, be it a colleague at work that just gets on your nerves. You are able now to go out with a different mentality and a different heart and just a different mood. So it's important for us to understand that you are able to have a gargantuan competitive advantage, a GCA above the rest of the world, where you are able to now show them that you are calm, you are at peace, and you have a goal for the day. You have a plan of action. You've mapped out the things that you want to achieve. And that alone gives you a sense of calmness and peace. But thirdly, why a morning routine? Or lastly, goal achievement. You most likely achieve your goals as it's now part of a routine, and you're not dependent on willpower and discipline to get you to your goals. And therefore, this morning routine, I've taken a group of people as a test project, a scientific test project, where they have gone through a series of at least 66 days where they have gone through this morning routine. It only takes 5 minutes a day. And the results were phenomenal, where they are talking about how they're getting promotion at work just because they have become this person where they have loved themselves, where they have taken the time to take care of themselves. And now it's easy to take care of others. So for you to be able to reach your goals has to always be in front of you on a daily basis. And therefore, this 5-minute morning routine assists you and give you a framework, and it's a system for you to be able to keep your goals. And it might be a goal, a financial goal. It might be a goal for your family, for your children. It might be something as simple as a goal to lose weight and to get into better shape. And therefore, without a morning routine, you are now dependent on your willpower. You're dependent on others to make you happy, others to give you an opportunity to create your wealth or to create better health. And we're saying no longer we're going to be dependent on others for our well-being. We are taking back the accountability and responsibility of our lives. And maybe that's you today. Maybe you have been in a position where you have been swayed from right to left because you are always dependent on people, and that might have been good for a moment. But I'm offering you something where you are able to step out that dependency, and now you are able to be independent and take back your life, take back your dignity and those things that mean so much to you in your life. And you are able to be like this Picasso of your life, where you are able to paint this beautiful picture of the desires and aspirations for your life. Come on, man. I know you can do it. I've done it. I'm in this process of taking each area of my life and being the architect, being the Picasso, being the navigator of my own life. Yes, acknowledging the God that I serve, acknowledging the people around me that's going to play a part of that process. But I had to take responsibility of my own life. I hope you're enjoying this webinar so far, and you can put in the comment section anything that you have learned thus far, or maybe there's questions, or maybe just an emoji of excitement, because I'm really going to the next part where we're going to look at, all right, Theo, share more. What is this holistic approach that you are talking about? So this morning routine is different from other morning routines. Why? It just doesn't focus on one area of your life. It's not just meditation. It's just not an exercise routine. It's not just doing a prayer, but it's holistically taking care of the totality of your life within 5 minutes. Say, Theo, how is that possible? How is it possible? Well, breathe and give me time to explain, because this is really going to blow your mind. And it's really based on the latest research, where they are saying that you don't need a long time to make decisions. Some of you guys have made decisions within a split second, and it either went good or it went bad. But being conscious and being present in the moment in making certain decisions allows you to make proper decisions. And sometimes we are responding, being reactive to life, being reactive to decision making, and we just go deeper in the hole that we are digging in our lives. So having an holistic approach is so crucial, because a morning routine, as I said, usually just consists of either a workout session for your health, a meditation session for your mind, or a prayer session, for spirituality. However, this morning routine consists of mind, body, and soul. So I'm going to cut to the chase right now, and I'm going to show you this fantastic morning routine that I've developed and designed based on numerous research and books that has been published. So the first one is belly breathing, and that's pertaining to your health. It's been proven that we've been breathing wrong. And when you breathe wrong, you're starting already off on a wrong foot in the morning, because your breathing really helps your heart rate relax. And if you're breathing wrong, you will be easily susceptible to a higher heart rate, which is related to anxiety and stress. So in the morning when you're waking up, for 1 minute, you're going to take time out and you're just going to practice this form of breathing. It's called belly breathing. The proper term is called diaphragmatic breathing, which is very simple, but I'll share more about that later. Then the second thing is gratitude prayer, which is related to spirituality and also to your heart, pertaining to emotions. And it's been proven that as you intentionally look for good things that's taking place in your life, your mind and your heart and even your spirit, man, shifts, because now you're shifting your focus on the negative things in life and you're focusing your mind on the positive things. So in the morning, for 1 minute, you're going to take time out and you're going to look for something that you are grateful for. It might be something as simple as that you have made it to another day, that you're alive, that your children or your spouse is alive. It might be something as you're able to move your limbs, you're able to walk and have the strength to go to work, where your friends or loved ones are maybe relegated to a wheelchair, or some of them are ill and bedridden or even in hospital. And those small little things starts the shift in your mentality. So having taking 1 minute out for gratitude prayer makes a huge difference. And then the third thing is self-affirmations, which is so powerful. A lot of people has discounted this and say, it doesn't work. Well, remember, we are prophesying prophets, if I could say that. Whatever we say, we create. How many times have we woke up in the morning when we left the house? Is, I hope I'm not going to have a bad day, or I just hope the taxi is not going to be bad today. And then you just get out on the road and the taxis are bad. The day turns out bad because you've already spoken these things. So what if you could flip the script and look into the mirror, and a simple affirmation of saying, you are going to make it today. Theo is going to make it today. And putting your hand on your chest and with all your sincerity and love for yourself, and say, I am going to make it today. One day I practiced that and tears was rolling down my face, because I realized that I speak more negative than positive to myself. And by practicing this on a daily basis, you start shifting your language. And as you start shifting your language, it has that internal shift as well. You start to just look at yourself differently. So that's the third one. The fourth one, which I love, it's called goal setting. And this is where we are able to take 1 minute out in the day, and we are able to say, okay, what goal am I wanting to achieve today? And it might be a small goal for your health, where you say, I'm going to drink 8 glasses of water for today, or I'm going to walk for 30 minutes after work. I'm going to, eat less sugar. Instead of taking 4 spoons of sugar, I'm taking 2 spoons of sugar today. Those small little changes, those incremental changes, has such a profound impact over space of time. And this is the power, if I could use the word magic, of this morning routine. You are doing something daily that has a compound impact and effect on your life. You're not just looking at this one event that's going to transform your life. How many of you hit the gym? We bought the membership because we were motivated to lose weight. But then after about 2 weeks, we come up with all the excuses, and that gym membership expires, and we're no longer attending the gym. It's because the mind finds it too hard, these radical changes. The mind cannot process that, because they say, no, 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 that's not you. You're not a fitness freak. You are not someone that takes care of your health or take care of your mind. And these small little changes on a daily basis almost like cast the vote for the person that you want to become. Isn't that beautiful? Won't you cast the vote for yourself today by implementing such a beautiful morning routine? And then lastly, visualization, which is so powerful. Visualization talks about where you are able to take that goal, where you're able to just take a minute out and just kind of close your eyes and get into a space where you are able to visualize you performing that half an hour walk in the park later after work. And what that does is it allows your mind, because the powerful research that's coming out is that they are saying that your mind cannot distinguish between something that's imagined and something that's happening in real life. And that's so true. How many of us get anxious and worry for things that must still take place in our lives? Our hands start sweating, our heart starts beating. Nothing has happened, nothing has taken place. That awful event that we are picturing in our mind that's going to happen maybe next week, we're already experiencing the symptoms and our body's already responding. What if we are able to flip that around and use it in a more positive way for our goals, where you are able to and I know this is, for some of you, this is a bit far-fetched. For some of you, it feels like, whoa, Theo, what are you talking about now? But can I burst your bubble? Most billionaires, most successful people are practicing these processes where they have understood that in taking responsibility for their lives, they have to first see it in their mind's eye. They have to first feel the emotions of being successful, being healthy. And then as they go out in the world, they are able to start seeing those things manifest and materialize by actions, not just by wishy-washy and by dreaming things. No, it's about where your body has believed the truth of your desires, that you want to be more happier. Now you become a happier person, and you start attracting people that makes you happy. You start making others happy. And therefore, visualization for a minute transforms your life, because it's already done. You see yourself already completing the mission. And that neurologically, the brain believes that it's done already. Isn't that powerful? So those are the 5 key areas which constitutes your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, your health, your body. It envelopes all 5 of those processes into one way, where you can become now that person that you desire. Isn't that amazing? And but I think as we draw to a close with this webinar, one of the key things is implementing and installing this morning routine, because we can have the best ideas, we can have the loftiest desires, we can have the greatest goals. But James Clear, in the book called Atomic Habits, he says, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And therefore, this 5-minute morning routine is a system for you to work within, so that it can run ultimately on autopilot. And I'll share a bit more about that later. So just to conclude, as far as this webinar with regards to what's the most effective way to install this routine, and I've just summed it up into 3 points on the screen, as you can read there. The first point, or the first way, most effective way, is to link it to an existing habit or routine. It's called habit stacking. One of the best ways to build a new habit is to identify a current habit Okay, a current habit in your morning routine. So one of the habits in the morning, how you wake up in the morning and all the activities that you're part of with your morning routine. And maybe it could be a cup of coffee. If you're able to link this routine to a cup of coffee, you are able to now ensure that you are not going to miss out doing this morning routine. Why? Because every morning having a cup of coffee. So it's important that you have to link it up to a current habit you're already doing each day, and then stacking your new behavior on top of it. This is called habit stacking. And this really comes from James Clear in his book, Atomic Habits, where they have really established this as one of the foundations of installing a habit. And then secondly, an accountability group or person. Why an accountability group or person? Well, it provides the necessary structure and support and motivation to build and maintain habits that align with your goals. Accountability holds you responsible for your actions and keeps you committed to the daily actions that drive long-term change. So if you're having people or you are part of a group that is part of this morning exercise or routine, they will keep you accountable. You will know, hey, I have to check with someone, or someone's going to check on me. And that helps neurologically. It helps you to really be consistent and be committed. And you no longer depending on your willpower to do this routine, but just at the back of your mind, you will know, hey, Mr. Parker or Mr. Williams is going to check if I've done it, or on a WhatsApp group or on any platform, we'll be confirming if we've done this routine. So this just establishes, it just helps you, and it even forms part of a motivational tool for you to really keep doing this and keep going to install this. And then lastly, for you to be able to effectively install this is having tools or coaching to make it stick. And therefore, we have some experts in the field. We have some profound tools that you are able to access to really kind of cement this in your life as a morning routine, is by having the tools, by having experts, coaches that will really guide you and really give you the necessary tools to install this. And this is really because it's really based, as I said, on the study where it used to take about 28 days. It takes now 66 days for you to install, minimum, for you to install a habit. And that's why we are seeing in society people stop, start. You say your health is a priority, but you just do it for a few weeks and then you stop. You say your family is a priority, but you only implement certain activities and then it goes back to default, where you're either outside the home or you're more with friends or with colleagues other than your family. This is one of the reasons why our society is so challenged, because we are unable to install habits that are aligned with our goals and our desires. So we default to the conditioning of society. And I'm heavy on conditioning and programming, but just to sum up, that if you really want to install this morning routine, and you say, Theo, but it's just 5 minutes, it's easy to do. Well, I'll give you a couple of contact numbers and they will tell you it's even 5 minutes, something as short as 5 minutes is still a challenge. Why? Because everything in your life is fighting this change. Like Robin Sharma says, change is hard at the beginning, messy in the middle, but it's gorgeous at the end. After this period of installation, you will now become this happier, successful, wealthier, healthier person that you desire. All right? So I've got a fantastic offer for you, because where do you go out to look for tools and for coaching? And as I've shared with you, I've designed this program and I've got a fantastic offering For you, yes. And with much love and respect, I understand um, we are all in different spaces in our lives right now. And you say, Theo, financially, or Theo, I don't have the time. Well, that's victim talk. What I'm going to offer you right now, and as you can see on the screen, it's a coaching program that will really help you in the areas that you need help. So what I'm offering is a 3-month uh, period group coaching program where I will give you the 5-minute book revolution book so that you can understand the formula. You will have a daily habit tracker program where we will keep you accountable. We'll have live weekly Zoom video mentoring. Where do you get this? Where someone will take you on a weekly basis, check in with you, guide you, and hear your story, and kind of just give you a push towards your goals. And then I've got a 7 focus area success strategy video that's very exclusively made just for you if you join this program. And then we have a live 3-part webinar where we'll be training you to set up your environment, training you to understand how to successfully install and implement the strategy. And then I've got bonus material. I've got self-affirmations and goal setting. I call it the cheat sheet, where I've written down certain affirmations that really talks deeply to your identity, and also goals that you are in bite size able to achieve. And then I've got this fantastic weekly life design blueprint template where every Sunday with this template, you are able to plot and plan your week. So there's no surprises, where every morning you'll know my goal today is my health. Tuesday, my goal for today is my mindset. Wednesday, the goal for today is my emotions, my heart. And so you are able to navigate and have this holistic approach. And then obviously the 5-minute journal where you are able to track your life and track your progress so that you can reflect and be really proud of who you've become. All of this is only $959 in South African money. It's about 18, 19,000 Rand. And you said, yo, what the heck? I can tell you now, there's programs out there that cost $40,000. And at the fraction of a price, I'm giving you this 3 months coaching where I take you by the hand, I give you resources, I motivate you, I give you the tools, and you are able to transform into this beautiful, successful, goal-driven person that you have desired for. And therefore, this coaching program, I really encourage you to really think about it, pray about it, and really invest. Not just, this investment isn't for anyone else. This investment is for you. But wait, there's more. And I'm not Oprah. I'm not family of Oprah or connected to Oprah. For the next 24 hours, I'm giving this exclusive deal for you today at only $99 for 3 months. This is unbelievable, my friends. Even my wife and certain colleagues in the industry, they said, Theo, you are crazy. I said, well, I'm not crazy, because my heart is to see people transform, because I was there where you are. I was at a place where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was doing a whole lot of things for other people and seeing them become successful. But today, I've taken the time out to invest and cast a vote for myself and saying, I can do it. And I'm willing to invest in myself. So if this is for you, I'm not going to become a salesman. I'm just saying the opportunity for 2024 is right there. You can either continue on the trajectory of what you're currently doing. Like Einstein says, if you do the same thing over and over and expect different results, you become insane. And hopefully you have not moved into the space of insanity. Hopefully there's still some sanity, and hopefully you are able to say, Theo, I'm going for this. I'm taking this deal because I want to become the greatest version of myself. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this. Please put your questions in there. Please give me your comments. Let me hear how you felt. And if you want to take up this offer, you can. I'll put the details in the comment section or in the description. and you'll be able to see, you can email me or I'll send a link and you'll be able to access this fantastic offer just for you so that you can be a blessing, not just for yourself, but for others around you. I'm Theo, and I'm excited to journey with you so that you are able to shift and move into the best time in your life.